All right, hey guys, welcome back to another Imperium Classics Legends Horizons playthrough. We're going to be doing another playthrough here, but we're going to be doing again the training solo mode. So this will be, we basically have 12 turns or less to score 50 points. And I thought this would be a good opportunity to do it on one of the more complicated civs. So we're going to be using the Martians here. So we've got the game set up here. Let's go over all the stuff with the Martians. So here's our nation card. It says setup, gain 25 progress. We have the progress here. And then passively, whenever you gain a progress from a gadget card, so those are cards specific to the Martians, or a market acquisition, you may discard a card to gain one fewer progress, and then you may ignore progress gain effects from other sources. So if a card affects his gain of progress, we can choose to ignore it. Now, the Martians start as an empire, and they in fact have an alien card. They have their own empire card. So this is alien. Passive is for each progress you pay, you take a unrest. You cannot pay progress for unrest costs, and score one victory point for every 3 progress at the end of the game instead of one for each. And at the end of Solstice, if you have no progress, exile your nation deck and the reactor explosion, then flip this card over. And then when you flip it over, it is gone native, which is our basically the barbarian side of things. So at the beginning of the game, let's go ahead and we have to exile 15 cards from the top of the deck. So those are gone. We've got our progress here to track at the end of each round, so we'll do 12 rounds. So let's just hop into it. So there's kind of 2 ways about this. We can either stay a nation, basically stay this way and just keep our progress and just get a third of a point for every one, or run through it as fast as we can to try to flip to gone native and kind of work that way. That's the way that I'm going to approach this. So let's go ahead and get started here. So the first thing I want to do actually is we're going to play Thoughts maybe. Exhaust, discard a card from your to free play a region. Each other player gains a material. For us, it's not going to matter because we don't really have another opponent. I want to do Signals to Space. This will be exhaust, abandon a region to return a unrest from your discard pile, and you may convert 1 progress into a population. We're going to play that out. Okay, so the question is, how do we want to approach this? Then let's spend our last action to do Sharing Secrets. So exhaust, swap a gadget card from your hand with a matching suited card, not a gadget, in the market. And there's a passive ability, whenever another player plays a gadget, choose to convert 1 progress into a population and draw a card or gain a progress. Ooh, bumped that, sorry. Okay, so we're going to end our turn. I'm going to keep both of these in my hand. We're going to place this out. Oh, I didn't place, forgot to place this on here. This is starting on there. We're going to place this. I'm actually going to play it on that. And, one thing I want to do, and I'm going to do this real quick, is before we do that, I'm going to pay a progress. I'm going to pay a progress to get a trade good, and we're going to get an unrest. Because even when you pay for that, that counts as that. So I'm going to discard the unrest, and then we'll draw up. So let's unexhaust. We've put our progress out on the card. I'm going to exile that as well. We get to exile a card at the end of the turn. Okay. All right. So no Solstice abilities. Let's play Landing Site. So Landing Site, look at the top 2 cards of your nation deck. You may swap a card, not a unrest, from your hand with one of them. So we're going to play Landing Site. We're going to look at the top 2 cards here. Let's swap Glorious Uplifting for the Unrest. So we can't take an Unrest from our hand and swap it with that card. So we're going to swap those 2, put that back. We're going to exhaust Signals to Space to abandon that, to return that. And then we're going to convert that into that. We are going to do Onus the Sage as one of our turns. breakthrough for a civilized or uncivilized class. Put this into your history. So we're going to do that. We're going to take Metropolis, and then since it's a market acquisition, we're going to discard the unrest to prevent ourselves from getting that progress. And Metropolis is on Solstice. Choose to gain one of those two resources or draw a card. And then as our final action, we'll play Metropolis. And we're going to end our turn. We're going to place this out. I'm going to place it out on Byzantines again. And we're gonna get rid of that. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Solstice, we can draw a card. We can gain a resource. Let's gain a resource here. Oh, I forgot to do this last time, but that's fine. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to spend an action to play... Oh, actually, it doesn't cost an action. So we're going to play Flying Drone as a free action. We can pay a population to find a region and add to our hand, or abandon landing sites to take a unrest to break through for a region. So we're going to find a region, which we've got one here, so we're going to find that region. We're going to discard a card from our hand to free play a region. So we're going to free play this, gain a progress, exhaust, garrison a card here to gain a population. On Solstice, you may discard a card to draw a card. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to discard another card to prevent the progress gain. We're going to spend an action to play Ancient Astronauts. So all players may draw a card, so we're going to get to draw a card. Then convert one progress to a... convert a progress to a population per region you have in play, or gain a trade good for each of those icons. We're going to do the progress. So we're going to trade this into this. We're going to spend an action playing Take Me to Your Leader. We can choose to move 2 of our progress to a market card, or pay 2 population to acquire a tributary or region. You may convert any progress gain to population. So we're going to move these 2 onto Byzantines. And then we're going to spend our last action on landing site, and I have nothing to swap out, so we're not even going to worry about that effect. Yeah, that'll be it. So we're going to add this progress to Byzantines there. Oh, I forgot to trade again. That's fine. Let me swap these out real quick. Okay, we're down to 20. I've got to kind of get a little faster here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so on Solstice, we'll get a population. And I think that's our only Solstice effect. Oh, you may discard a card to draw a card. To draw a card garrisoned here. Okay. So first things first. Let's we'll do Swords of Power. No, is that what we want to do? We'll do Flying Drone, and we will abandon landing sites and take this to break through for a region card. We're going to discard a card to free play this, which lets us draw a card. Exile a card from the market. We are then free play a card from your discard pile or history, then exile that card. We're going to get rid of this unrest by discarding these 2 cards. And then we're going to exhaust this to abandon this region to get rid of this unrest. And then convert one of these into a population. And then we're going to trade to get another one of these. We're taking another unrest. We're going to spend this by spending these 3 to return this. I think we're good. Okay. And we're going to hold on to Sword of Power. We're going to add this to there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. On Solstice, let's get a material. Let's go ahead and exhaust merchants and spend the 3 goods to flip to a merchant empire. So we've done that. Let's activate this. Discard a card to free play a region. So we're going to free play landing site. Look at the top 2 cards here. I'm going to swap Fracture of Time with Glorious Uplifting. We're going to abandon this to return this. Let's do Sharing Our Secrets to swap. So we're going to swap Fractured Time because it's got that symbol with the Trading City. We're going to play Trading City. So on Solstice, discard a card to choose a draw card or gain 1 material or pay 2 material for 1 trade good. What else do we want to do? We'll flip to do Sword of Power. Discard the top card of your nation deck to acquire a card out here. So we're going to discard Eco Bubble, and we're going to acquire Market Stalls. And Market Stalls will exhaust. Each player may draw a card, and then you can pay 1 trade good for 2 progress or 1 progress for 2 trade goods. And then as our final action, we'll spend that to discard these 2 cards to get rid of the unrest. Okay, so we're done there. I'm going to draw up. Okay, I'm going through my deck a little too fast. So kind of maybe slow down a little bit here. Okay, on Solstice, we have discard a card. So we're going to use this to get a material. We're going to do this to... We're going to pay 2 material for a trade good. Oh, discard a card and choose. So we're going to discard Sword of Power and get that trade good. Let's play Market Stall. Let's exhaust Market Stall, and we'll pay 1 of these to get 2 trade goods. We'll get an unrest. We'll play Take Me to Your Leader. We'll move these 2 onto here. We'll play Flying Drones to find that. We will we'll discard this unrest to free play Savannah to draw a card, exile a card from the market. Exile this one too. We'll spend our last thing doing Ancient Astronauts to convert. So I'm not going to draw the card. Well, I guess it doesn't matter, but we're not going to draw the cards. We're going to convert 2 of these into 2 of these. Then we're going to exhaust this to abandon this to remove that. And then we're going to exhaust this to swap this out with this one. And then we use our last token here to trade, and we'll get another unrest. Okay, so we're going to keep these cards in our hand. We're going to add this on to there. We used every single one of our exhaust tokens. We're going to draw up to our 5. Okay. So Solstice, let's get a material. Let's discard a card to gain another material. All right. So we'll play Let's see, what do we want to do here? Let us exhaust sharing secrets to swap Resurrection Stone with City. Then we're going to play City. Let's then do Glorious Uplifting to move 5 progress. So we're going to take those 5 progress, put it onto our nation card, and put 2 ongoing cards from play into history. We're going to put... no, let's wait on that. I'm going to wait on that, actually. I don't want to do that quite yet. We'll play Rift Valley, exile a card from the market. So we're going to exile this. And then Solstice, you can gain 2 population, place a card on top of your deck, or abandon this card. We will exhaust this to discard this to free play Eco Bubble, gain a progress. I guess we're going to gain a progress. I didn't think that through very well. You may add a trade good to a card in the market. You may exile a card from the market. And then it says you may garrison up to 2 cards here. Then we're going to do Signals of the Sage to abandon this, to return that. And then finally we're going to do this by getting rid of that to get this. We'll take one of those. Actually, we're going to do this again. So we're going to trade this for 2. Take another one of these. And then spend our last action paying one of these to return this. And we're going to end our go. We're going to put that on there. We're keeping the Unrest in our hand. Okay, we've got 5 turns left, and we've got to really get rid of the rest of these cards here. Okay, so first things first, we have to do our Solstice abilities. We're going to gain a population. We're going to discard a card to gain another population, and then we can gain 2 population, but we have to place a card from our hand on top of our deck. So we're going to put back on top of our deck Flying Drone. We are going to play Savannah, draw a card, exile a card from the market. We're going to play Take Me to Your Leader. Let's put 2 of these onto here, which is going to put us at 9. We are going to exhaust this to abandon this to return this. I forgot to do this earlier, but I got to convert one of these into that. We're going to exhaust this and pay the 5 here and take an ongoing card from your hand. I don't have one in my hand, so I can't do that yet. Okay, never mind. Let's exhaust. We'll pay one of these to get 2 of these. We'll gain the Unrest. And we'll use our last action to discard these 2 cards to get rid of the Unrest. Okay, that's going to be it. We're going to place that there. I'm going to get rid of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we need to gain something. So we're going to gain a population. We're going to discard a card. We're going to gain 2 population. Put a card from our hand back on top of our deck. We'll put Eco Bubble back on top of our deck. Oh, these get added back. We may discard, but we're not going to do that. And then Solstice, discard a card to choose to do that. I might have forgotten this another turn. So we're going to discard Savannah to pay these 2 to get a trade good. Okay. I hope I didn't mess up my trade good situation here. So let's exhaust this. We're going to take this and swap it for Warehouse. We're now going to exhaust Merchant Empire and pay 5 to put Warehouse under Garrison Warehouse underneath there to take the top card of this, which is Supreme. We can't do anything with this, unfortunately. We're going to play Ancient Astronauts. We're going to draw a card and then convert 2 of these into material. Okay, we're almost there. Got 5 left. Let's do Glorious Uplifting to move 5 onto here, and to move this and this into our history to take the top card of the Fame deck. Influential, free play, choose to draw 2 or free play a card ignoring its symbol. Okay. We are then going to exhaust this to pay 1 of these. So we've got 4 left. To take 2 of those. We're going to take the Unrest, and then we're going to play the Unrest by discarding those 2 cards to get the Unrest gone. Okay, and we're going to hold on to this. So we're going to add the last progress to that card. Let's pull these back. Okay, I think I've got it here. We're going to draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, so we're good. No reshuffle yet. Maybe we can get rid of these cards. Okay, so on Solstice, we're going to gain a population. Yeah, that's fine. And then that's our only, gain 2 population or abandon this card. We're going to abandon that card. Okay, so let's exhaust Sharing Our Secrets to swap this with this. We're going to do Take Me to Your Leader. We're going to place these 2 onto there. Oh, we're almost there. We are almost there. We are then going to exhaust this to trade. We're going to swap this out for this. We're going to take an Unrest. We're going to exhaust this to discard that Unrest to free play Distant Island to gain a population. Exile a card from the market. Oop, wrong pile. Then exile another card from the market. We're going to abandon this to get rid of this, which is going to let us convert this into this. So now we just don't need any more of those. We're going to play Maps of Nibiru, gain a progress, so we're going to discard a card. We're going to discard Sword of Power. We're going to pay 2 of these to break through for a card, and we can exile this card when we're done. So we're going to break through for this Goryo. That gets exiled because we can choose to exile that card. And then we're going to end our go, and I'm going to discard that. We're going to draw up. This gets placed here. I'm going to flip. Okay. All right. Solstice time. So solstice, we're going to gain that. And that's it for solstice stuff. At the end of the solstice, we have no progress, so we're going to exile all this stuff. So this all is gone. And we're going to flip this. So now it's just nothing. So that means that we can take progress now. So you see where I'm going with this here? We are going to discard this card to free play Savannah. We'll draw a card, exile a card from the market. We can free play draw 2 cards. Because at this point it doesn't super matter what we got going on here. Oh, I need to be the... Oh. I goofed. Put these back. We're going to free play Influential, but then instead of doing the choose draw 2 cards, we're going to free play a card ignoring its thing, and we're going to do take me to your leader. We're going to play that. Free play a card ignoring this. We can pay 2 to take to acquire a card in the market, a tributary or a region. We're going to take this tributary. We get all these back. So the one goal initially was to just... the one goal originally was to flip all those into population, but as the kind of game progressed, it worked out the other way. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have here? Let's exhaust market stalls to trade this in for two of those. We'll play this by discarding these 2 to get rid of it. We'll play Ancient Astronauts, draw a card, then gain. So it says gain convert a progress to a population for every region, or gain a trade route or trade good for each of the icons you have at least one of in play. So I have 1, 2. So we get 2 trade goods for that. And then our last card will be Distant Island. We'll gain a population, exile a card from the market, and then exile another card from the market. Okay, so we're going to place this out. We'll place it there. Let's draw up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we can actually develop. So let's get permanent settlement. So we're going to spend the 3 population for that. So when we play this, pay 3 trade goods and put a region you have in play into your history to take the top card of the nation deck and gain 1 progress. And then at the end of the game, gain 1 victory point per 3 continuous cards in play. Okay. Alright, Solstice time, we're going to draw a card. And that's the only Solstice effect we have. Let's exhaust to pay this to get 2 progress. Let's see what else we got here. I don't super duper love having this, so I guess we're going to play it. So Chariot of the Gods, gain a progress, so we are. Acquire one of those 2. Each other player recalls 1. You may choose to garrison this card to trigger its effect or exile this card. We are going to acquire this. This is going to get exiled. Let's activate this to discard this card to free play Volcano. When we play this, we're going to gain a progress. Exile a card from the market. We'll exile that. Then we're going to do Influential to draw 2 cards. What do we want to do? This is our last turn. Can we do anything else? I guess is the question. I don't think so, but we'll at least get to draw a card from up here. Because these are all developed cards, we can't play those. So we're down to Rift Valley and Take Me to Your Leader. Well, I can't do Take Me to Your Leader either. So we can do Rift Valley. So I guess we're just going to end our turn. This gets put there. These will get moved off. We're going to draw. And then the question is, which one of these we want? We want Rituals of Earthlings or Overlord. Ritual of Earthlings will give us 1 point for every 2 tributaries and regions. I think that's probably going to net us more points. So we're going to spend 3 for that. 3 of that. And then let's carry out the remaining solstice effects that we have, which would be to draw a card or gain a material or whatever. So we're just going to gain the population. And that's going to be the game. So I'll be right back. Let me get the scoring app set up, and then we can score this. And I think we've done well. Okay, so I've got our scoring app here. I will, in the description below, link to what this is, because I think somebody's asked about it before. So we've got it set up for 1 player with the practice mode. We're the Martians. We are using the Horizons, Commons, and Fame deck. And we are using the Trade Routes expansion. So we're going to hit Next. So we have 0. We've got 0 material. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 2, 4, 6, 8. And then progress. Remember, we have to get 50 points to win. So we have progress. There's 10, 15, 20. And then trade goods. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we're on the A side of our power card. We're on a Merchant Empire. We're gone native. So cards in play. Our current cards in play. We'll set this over here. We've got. We'll start with regions here, or no, we'll start with civilized cards, or yeah, civilized cards. We have Metropolis, and we have Market Stalls. Fame cards, we have none in play. We have regions in play. Let's see, landing site. Okay, let's look at the. Well, maybe we'll do the Martian cards first. So we have boats, signals to space, sharing our secrets, landing sites. And then we have regions we have in play. We have Savannah, Distant Island, and Volcano. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 cards in play. We have Warehouse garrisoned underneath our merchant card. So Warehouse. That's the only thing there. Cards in our history. We have City and Trading City. I get there eventually. And then we have Martian cards. We have Glorious Uplifting and Onus. I don't know if that's how you say it or not. All right. That's our history. And then finally, the cards in our deck in hand are going to be Supreme. We'll go with those first. And Influential, which should get us over the top anyways. Supreme's 11 points and Influential's 3. So that puts us at 53 points. We then have for uncivilized or civilized cards, we have no more in our hand. Gadget cards, we have none. We've got Rift Valley. We have no trade routes. We've got Byzantines and Goryeo. And then for our Martian cards, we have Alien Overlord, which is 3 points. Nice. We have Ancient Astronauts. We have Flying Drone. We have Sword of Power, Take Me to Your Leader, and then finally Permanent Settlements, which is going to be 3 more points. All right, and then I guess Exile doesn't really matter. So we have 65 points. So we managed to beat the 50-point threshold. It does say that if you score at least 90, you did something really well. But at least 50 points to understand the basics. So I would say that's a win. I think in the practice mode, you kind of have to run, like, I guess maybe you could do it either way. You could just play, get rid of all of your gadget cards, and try to play with getting progress, and just play that way and like get points from the common cards. But in like a multiplayer game, you can't really just pile up one card full of progress and think that that's going to be fine. So obviously, or even playing solo with a bot, there's a chance they could take all that. And that was a ton of points we got from that. So anyway, that's going to be it. That is the training mode here. And yeah, look, winner. That is the practice mode here with the Martians. Let me know what you guys think below. If you guys want to see another practice mode with a civ, let me know that. Or if you guys want to see me go against a civ, like against a bot, let me know what you guys want to see on that. So until next time, that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.